Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Haraka Kadash. Double honors to the elders, the apostles of great mercy, and surely do well. Salutation to the Akim that push this word out there in sincerity and in truth. Alright, this is Brother Lamar once again from GMS Trinidad. Alright, want to do another video through the spirit and power of Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Haraka Kadash. Alright, hey, and just thinking back on the movie Thor. Right, as you could see it here. Alright, basically, Marvel, all these people, they get the inspiration from the scriptures, okay, and Thor first had a hammer, alright, then he had a battle axe, alright, and the thing about it is that the children of Israel really and truly was a stiff-necked people, right? The scripture said the neck was as an iron sinew, all right? So the Mosai had to get Esau, which is the Mosai whipping stick, all right, to basically deal with the children of Israel in order to refine the children of Israel through that furnace of affliction, all right, to make them a vessel unto honor for the master's use. Alright, so this is Isaiah 48 and verse I'll start at verse 3. It says, I have declared the former things from the beginning, and they went forth out of my mouth, and I shewed them. I did them suddenly, and they came to pass. Alright, because I knew that thou art obstinate, and thy neck is an iron sinew, and thy brow brass. Alright, so yeah, the Mosai say, hey, basically children of Israel was a stiff-necked people. Alright, and if anybody ever do like physics or chemistry, alright, they know that iron is a metal, and most metals are what they call malleable and ductile. Alright, you heat it, alright, and then you use something to pound it into the shape that you want. Alright, that is why the children of Israel had to go through what? The furnace of affliction. Alright? The 8 is a beautiful thing how the Mosiah Ba'ashem Yahushai speak, in a kind of poetic way, parabolic, right? Verse 10, it says, verse 9, it says, for my name's sake will I defer my anger, and for my praise will I refrain for thee, that I cut thee not off. Alright, so yeah, the Mosai doing this for his name's sake, because what he made a promise unto Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He said, how shall his name be profaned? Alright, amongst the heathen, right? Because guess what? If the Mosai basically do away with the children of Israel, then he will be counted as a liar. Alright, that is why the Apostle Paul said in Romans chapter 9, Romans chapter 11, and verse 1, it says, I say then, had the Mosai Yahweh cast away his people? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai forbid, for I also am an Israelite of the seed of Abraham of the tribe of Benjamin. Alright, so yeah, the Mosai said for his name's sake, that is why he doing us this. Alright, because we are a stiff-necked people who would not hear the laws of the Mosai. Alright, that is why Moses and all basically had to come in the way for the children of Israel at that time, as we here say, yeah, because it have a Trinidad, a song here in Trinidad, how we go look, so hey, we basically use it in that term. The Moses talking to the Mosai, say, Lord, how we go look, you kill these people out here in the wilderness, you take them out of the land of Egypt and you kill them here in the wilderness. The Egyptian go say, because he wasn't able to save them. Alright, so the Mosai doing this for his name's sake, right? This is why the Mosai have Esau, Edom, alright, as the hammer, alright, like in the movie Thor always moving around with the hammer, until guess what, he get a new weapon, alright. Verse 10, it says, behold, I have refined thee, but not with silver, I have chosen thee in the furnace of affliction. So what a furnace does do? A furnace does melt metal, alright. So the Mosai actually putting us through that adversity, alright, to basically humble us, right? Melt us down, because The scripture call the Most High a consuming fire. Alright, and metal, if you're to give it a personality or a so-called persona, or whatever the word, you will say it is a very strong thing. Alright. But in order to humble metal or iron, you put very hot fire on it. And that is what the Most High do the children of Israel. Alright. So, hey, the thing is with you Edomites also, the Most High using you right about now just to basically for the Most High to make a brand new weapon, because just now the Most High ain't going to have no use for you Edomites. Alright, the Most High Yahweh Shem Shai, alright, he's going to do away with you Edomites totally, when the Most High have already refined them a brand new weapon. Alright. So I'll go into Isaiah chapter 10 and I'll start at verse 5. It says, O Assyrian, the rod of my anger, and the staff in their hand is my indignation. Alright, so the Assyrian, right, which Esau Edom had this name because, as we say when you read the scriptures, alright, basically the Edomites take up the customs of every other nation underneath the heavens. They call themselves the Egyptians, the Babylonians, they are the Elamites, alright, they are the Canaanites, they are the Philistines, they are the Japhites, right, they are the Assyrian. So yeah, and they take after all the wicked custom of these nations, alright. So sometimes when you read in the scriptures, you have to be able to read it with understanding, alright. So Esau Edom is the modern day what? The modern day Assyrian, the modern day Egyptian, the modern day Babylonian. Alright, going on. It says, I will send him against an hypocritical nation, against the people of my wrath will I give him a charge. Right? So at that point in time, Israel was a hypocritical nation, basically going after other gods. Alright. This is the book of Jeremiah chapter 2 and verse 11. It says, hath a nation changed their gods, which are yet no gods, but my people have changed their glory for that which doth not profit. Be astonished, O ye heavens, at this, and be horribly afraid. Be ye very desolate, saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai. For my people have committed two evils. They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters, and hewed them out cisterns, broken cisterns that can hold no water. Alright, so Israel was going about worshipping idols, right? Committing adultery, spiritual adultery, and fornications. So the Most High called Israel a hypocritical nation, and the nation of his wrath. Alright? We ain't the original nation of the Most High wrath, but at that point in time, the scripture said that we provoke him unto anger. And let me just back that up real quick too. This is Deuteronomy chapter 32 and around verse 20. Alright? Deuteronomy chapter 32 and I'll start at 15. Alright, it says, but Joshua waxed fat and kicked thou at waxen fat. Alright, Joshua goes back to Yasharan. Alright, he first, right, which we are the first begotten of the Most High. Thou art grown thick, thou art covered with fatness, meaning what? We became proud, right? Then he forsook the Most High, which made him, and lightly esteemed the rock of his salvation. They provoked him to jealousy with strange gods, with abominations provoked they him to anger. They sacrificed unto devils, not to the Most High Yahweh, to gods whom they knew not, to new gods that came up newly, of whom your fathers feared not. Alright, so yeah, we provoked Yahweh Shem Shai to jealousy. So we became the nation of his wrath at that point in time. Alright, so it says, O Assyrian, back in the Isaiah 10 verse 5 and 6, O Assyrian, the rod of my anger, and the staff in their hand is my indignation. I will send him against an hypocritical nation, against the people of my wrath will I give him a charge, to take the spoil and to take the prey, and to tread them down like mire of the streets. Alright, aren't we trodden down as mire in the streets? Alright. Alright, so lucky about that. Alright, so I'll just read over the precept, right? Isaiah 10 verse 5 and 6. O Assyrian, the rod of my anger, and the staff in their hand is my indignation. I will send him against an hypocritical nation, against the people of my wrath will I give him to charge to take the spoil and to take the prey and to tread them down like the mire of the streets. Alright, so all of this happening in history and it happening right about now. Alright, because hey, we being trodden down in the streets. Police, white on black crime, alright, all these kind of things. Alright, so Esau, Edom is the ones that basically doing this, right? Because they are the rod in the Most High hands, or the hammer, alright, or the Most High right about now, to basically pound the 12 nations of the children of Israel, because Israel really and truly are 12 nations within one nation, alright, and obviously the other lesser nations, which are the children of men. Alright, so I'll read verse 15, because guess what? Esau, Edom, he's a very proud person also. Alright, so he basically boasting against the Most High, like how Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, he stood up on his porch and said, "Is not this the great Babylon that I have built?" Alright, and guess what? The Most High basically had to rebuke him, because the Most High is the one that ruling the kingdom of men. You is not the one who basically build your nation. The Most High is the one that does that. Alright, the Most High ruling the kingdom of men. The Most High set up kings and take them down. Alright. Should I have a picked up a black toy? Then I make to a blasted woman. These woman with the bullshit. Alright. Damn effeminate people. Right? Isaiah chapter 10 verse 15. It says, "Shall the axe boast itself against him that heweth therewith? Or shall the saw magnify itself against him that shaketh it? As if the rod should shake itself against them that lift it up, or as if the staff should lift up itself as if it were no wood." Alright, so yeah, that basic common sense there, logic. Alright, because without you, right, lifting up a axe or a stone or whatever the case, it cannot lift up itself. So the Most High is the one who basically is the one that does these things. He pour his spirit upon whatever nation it be to punish the children of Israel. Alright, but the thing with Esau, Edom, he like, yeah, I is the one who conquered this great nation, the nation of the children of Israel. He prince of power. I should set myself as above the stars of heaven, because I'm great. Make America great again. Greatly and greatly to be praised. Me, the so-called white man, Esau, Edom. God made this, but I could do it better. And there's this so-called white man for you. Alright, but you, the Most High is the one that lifts you up. Alright, let me just get this real quick. I don't really want to bring out, 1,001 precepts. I just actually get into our spirit sometimes. Alright, but don't want to drag the video. This is the book of 1 Samuel chapter 2 and start at verse 6. Alright, it says, "Yahweh Ba'Shem shall kill it and make it alive. He bring it down to the grave and bring it up. Yahweh Ba'Shem shall make it poor and make it rich. He bring it low and lift it up." Alright. So you, Esau, Edom, you came out of the Caucasus mountain. You were very low, and the Most High brought you up, the basis of men. Alright. He raised up the poor out of the dust, and lifted up the beggar from the dunghill, to set them among princes, and to make them inherit the throne of glory. For the pillars of the earth are Yahweh's, and he had set the world upon them. Alright, so the Most High said what? That he's the one that does all these things. He set up kings, bring them down. Alright, set up the rich, right? The poor to be rich, the rich to be poor. The scriptures say it's not in a man's way to direct his own footstep. Alright, so if it wasn't you, if it wasn't the Most High, the one to give you the power, you will never take down Israel. That is why King David said in Psalms 108, he said, who shall deliver me to the children of Edom? Is not you, O Yahweh Shai, against whom I have sinned? Alright? So if we have never sinned against the Most High, alright, because our neck is an iron sinew, then you would have never taken us down. That is why the Most High made you the hammer of the whole earth. Alright? But the Most High going and do what? He going and break you. Alright? After the Most High refine the children of Israel. This is Isaiah 41 and verse 5. I'll start at verse 13, right? I always like to start a verse up from the point. Alright, it says or two verses up in this case. Right? It says Isaiah 41 verse 13. It says, for I, Yahweh, thy power will hold thy right hand, saying unto thee, fear not, I will help thee. Right? So the Most High speaking unto his children, the children of Israel. Fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel, I will help thee. Said Yahweh Shem Yoshai, I will and your Redeemer, Salakia, the Holy One of Israel, behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument having teeth. Thou shalt thresh the mountains, which is Esau, Edom, right? Mountain also goes back to rulership, and beat them small, and shall make the hills as chaff. All right. So just to back that precept, let me go into the book of Obadiah, right? What the Most High said. All right, the book of Obadiah. All right. So there, the Most High using Esau, Edom to make us a new sharp threshing instrument to do what with Esau after. This is Obadiah chapter 1, which is only one chapter in that, for those who don't know, right? Verse 17, it says, but upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, right? No other nation, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possession, right? Which is our land, right? And Esau, Edom, which you are rightfully the children of Israel slaves. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, which are the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai hath spoken it. And they of the south shall possess the mount of Esau, and they of the plain the Philistines, and they shall possess the fields of Ephraim, and the fields of Samaria, and Benjamin shall possess Gilead. All right. So the Most High going to use the children of Israel, right? That hammer, Salakia, the Most High going to use Esau, Edom, right, the so-called white man, to pound the children of Israel into to his new weapon, right? The Most High is a brilliant what's the word I'm looking for? A smith, right? He's a brilliant smith, all right? And after he done get his new weapon, he went and throw with a hammer. This is Jeremiah chapter 50 verse 23. It says, how is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon, Esau, Edom, become a desolation among the nation? All right. So yeah, the hammer, the whole earth, all right, has been broken. All right. The Most High don't need you anymore, because the Most High have a new weapon to basically demolish these nations. All right. Why you think we had the name Jacob or Yaquab, supplanter? We are the ones who the Most High going to use to supplant all these other nations underneath him. All right. So let me just get Jeremiah 51 and verse what are looking for? Bam bam bam. Let's build my second Babakasha. Boom, boom, boom. Just saw Babakasha. Bam, bam, bam. Jeremiah 51 verse 19, it says, the portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the form of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. Yahweh of hosts is his name, right? Thou art my battle axe. All right, Mosai get rid of the hammer. All right, now he using the battle axe. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. For with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms. And with thee will I break in pieces the horse and his rider, and with thee will I break in pieces the chariot and his rider. With thee also will I break in pieces man and woman, and with thee will I break in pieces old and young, and with thee will I break in pieces the young man and the maid. All right. So yeah, the Most High have a brand new weapon, right, in the artillery, which is the children of Israel. He coming to destroy the whole house of Esau, all right, and supplant these other nations, right? Ezekiel 25 and verse 12, thus said the Lord power, because that Edom had dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and had greatly offended and revenged himself upon them. Therefore, thus said the Lord power, I will also stretch out my hand upon Edom, and will cut off man and beast from it, and will make it desolate from Teman, and they of Dedan shall fall by the sword. All right. So yeah, the Mosai Abashem Yashai going and put Esau to death. He going to put all these other nations under captivity. All right, through the children of Israel. Right. With thee will I break in pieces kingdoms. All right. Within all, right, starting with Yahushai, the Mosai Yahweh Abashem Yashai going and be all in all. All right. I'll let this be the last precept. All right, because there is no other power other than the power of Israel, right, which his name is Yahweh, who the world ignorantly call Jehovah, Yahweh, and Allah. All right, and Yahushua is his son, who the world ignorantly call Jesus, Yahushua, and all these other bad names, right? This is Zechariah chapter 14 verse 9. It says, and Yahweh shall be king over all the earth. Why? Because the Most High have a brand new weapon in his artillery, the battle axe. All right, after he done refine them through the furnace of affliction, right, melt them, humble them, whatever the case is, he gonna make them a new sharp threshing instrument, his battle axe. All right, that's all these things in Marvel is basically biblical. All right. And Yahweh shall be king over all the earth. In that day shall there be one Yahweh. So there's only going to be one God. All the nations of the earth going to worship one power, one God. Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. Alright. And it says, and his name one. So you ain't going to be saying Jehovah no more, or you plate yogurt, or call the Lord whatever you call him. His name is Yahweh, and it's going to be dreadful amongst the heathen. His son's name is Yahushai HaMashiach. Alright. And his people is the children of Israel, Yasharallah. Alright, and with that, I hope you are edifying towards you. Hopefully, want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Harakadash, double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone that surely do well. Salutation to all Yakim that push this without the insincerity and truth. 2019, the Yakaragma Shalom to the hopefully elect.